Are we ready?
Mm-hmm.
All right.
All right, I'm Tracy. This is Megan. We're going to take you guys on a journey today. Imagine it's 1953. You're sitting in my grandmother's kitchen. You look out the kitchen window. You see this really nice garden. My grandmother lives on a farm, so the garden is huge. She'd be thrilled to have us in her house today, so she'd bring us a plate of food. There'd be fried okra, black-eyed peas, sliced tomatoes, apple pie. It sounds delicious, right? That's how my grandmother cooked all the time. And it was always delicious. She knew the best tasting food was that she could get from her own garden. So every day she'd get out in the garden, she'd work the soil, she'd baby the plants. And if you asked my grandmother, why do you go to all this effort? My grandmother would say, you know what, I want to make sure that everybody has enough to eat and that it tastes really good. Now let's fast forward in time to 1973. And okay, so it's 1973. We're sitting at my mother's kitchen table. We look out my mother's kitchen window. We see a nice little garden. My mother would bring us a plate of food. It looked really similar to what my grandmother had prepared. But my mother would maybe use a different type of oil, maybe a little less batter, you know, because she's trying to make it a little more healthy. Now, my mother's garden is a little bit smaller than my grandmother's, so she has to get food outside of the home. She'll go to the local fruit stand, and by local I mean it's on the outskirts of town. Now there are stores that are closer to her, but she wants to get the natural produce, the organic produce, the same that she's growing in her own garden. Now if you were to ask my mother, why do you go to all this effort? My mother would say, well, I want to make sure that I'm giving my family the very best quality food, the healthiest food. And now let's travel forward in time to 2013. We're sitting at my kitchen table. We look out my kitchen window, and there's no garden out there. This probably looks familiar to the majority of the people in this room because just like you guys, I don't have the time to manage a garden. Now I wish I did, but I don't. So I go to the store to buy all my fruits and vegetables. Now I'll look for the organic bins, but they're really hard to come by, and I haven't seen a fruit stand in years. And I don't think that this is just a concern that I have. I think it's a current concern in the community. It's very hard to find those organic fruits and vegetables. I think that's actually a concern all across the country. So we're going to talk to you guys about how Healthy's, a store like Healthy's grocery store, the grocery store that's selling all these natural organic fruits and vegetables, how they can enter a marketplace in an area that already has food options and how they can really be successful.
All right, so now let's travel to Chicago. Chicago's famous for deep dish pizza and Italian beef sandwiches. What better way to complement a deep dish pizza than with fresh ground sausage and organic mozzarella from Healthy's? What better way to make an Italian beef sandwich than with grass-fed organic beef from Healthy's? Chicago needs Healthy's. In a city with 2.7 million people and 1 million households, Healthy's answers the question, how can we help make Chicago a green, sustainable city? Healthy's will be the first grocery store in Chicago's Guaranteed Green program. Guaranteed Green is an initiative started by the Green Restaurant Coalition. Guaranteed Green helps shoppers identify that Healthy's has achieved a high level of environmental responsibility, and shoppers will know this by the sprouting green fork that will be displayed in their window. Healthy's can do this by selling sustainable food, by managing their waste, their water, and their energy, and by using environmentally friendly disposables and cleaning products. With initiatives like this, it just shows that Chicago is desperate for sustainability. In fact, the mayor of Chicago has started a program called Sustainable 2015. In this program, he's laid out 7 areas that Chicago needs to work at to be green. The 5th area includes healthy foods, which includes healthies. So again, Chicago needs healthies. With programs and initiatives that Chicago's already started, it helps shoppers like me and Tracy who seek out local, organic, fresh products. We can find healthies on the City of Chicago website and on the Guaranteed Green website. Tracy and I have already met with people from the Green Restaurant Coalition, and they couldn't be more excited to have healthies be part of their Guaranteed Green program. And in fact, part of their coalition. They've even offered to advertise Healthy's grand opening on their website, and they will email all of their contacts to let them know about Healthy's coming to town, when Healthy's will open and all that. We also met with the mayor and the Planning and Development Department of the City of Chicago. They found the perfect location for Healthy's. Big, open, green space, lots of trees, a beautiful place. They did this because they too realized that Chicago needs a green, sustainable grocery store. Chicago needs Healthy's.
Exactly. And now we just need to find a way to get the people of Chicago into the store for the grand opening event. So we have already created a Facebook account, we've got a Twitter account, and we're directing people to the rewards program, to that Healthy's grocery store rewards program, to get them to sign up before the grand opening even occurs. Now, we have also, Healthy's is going to sponsor 2 5K runs there in the Chicago area. They're going to, it's a great way to just promote their name, get their name out there. And they're partnering with a lot of other businesses in that surrounding area. You know, the businesses are already excited about Healthy's coming out that way, because not only is it good for the economy, but it's unique. And they're wanting to be on this train. They want to be part of the group that's coming in and making a healthy lifestyle for the people of Chicago. So now let's go forward in time to 2014. It's April, and all the people have already heard about Healthy's. So we're pulling up to the front of the grocery store. There's a lot of activity. We see some things off to the side of the grocery store, and we start venturing that way. Now there's a great big sign over the entrance, but we're heading over this way to the side of the store where that great big field was at. Well, it used to be weeds, but Healthy's has taken it over. It's now beautiful grass. There's a walking path all the way around it. There's some benches, and there's this great big deck that's right up beside the grocery store. Now it's the perfect place for Healthy's to do some outdoor presentations, some outdoor demonstrations. And right now, you know, because it's the grand opening, there's this hula hoop contest going on. Miss Bernstein's 5th graders are going to come out and do a dance performance in a little bit. And then later, there'll be some karaoke singing. So there's a lot of activity going on right there. But we're kind of distracted because all these kids are coming at us. They've got balloons and painted faces, and then we see it. It's Elsie, the Borden cow. Now, we've already touched base with the people at Borden, and they're happy to bring Elsie in for the grand opening. And she'll be in one of those temporary pens. The kids can pet her. The people can have their picture made, and the representative from Borden will be there. He'll be promoting, well, he'll be talking about the benefits of milk, and he'll be talking about how, you know, the milking process takes place. So it'll be interesting and entertaining for the kids and everyone else. All right, now as you can tell that there's a lot of things going on outside the store, but we came here to check out the inside, so let's go inside. We go through the entrance, and all of a sudden we smell all these wonderful smells, you know, because they've got the sausage balls, because, you know, Healthy's makes that sausage every day. So we've got the sausage balls, we've got the wonderful popcorn, the organic popcorn, the organic coffee, all these great smells and samples. But here's what I'm excited about. It's the goodie bag, and they give this to us right away. Of course, Ivie has made this bag. It's got the Healthy's logo on the outside of it, and it's a recyclable grocery store bag. Now, normally, I'd have to buy this at the store, but Healthy's is giving it away as the goodie bag, and inside it's stuffed with all kinds of things. You can tell there's all kinds of treats and things in the top of it, but inside it there's some more information about the rewards program. There's also information about the contest. There's some really cool coupons like a free deli sandwich, and then coupons for other places around the community, because they're partnering with all these different businesses, so they've got all these connections. The bag is really cool. But here's what we're also excited about. We see the guest celebrity. It's Rachel Ray. She's got connections to Chicago, so she's here. Right now she's doing a cooking demonstration. She's also promoting her cookware, and because we've already signed up for the rewards program, they're going to take our picture, email it to us. It's a digital copy, and it's green because there's no wasted film or printing. Anyway, there's a lot of activity going on in the store too. You get the idea. But this is just day one. The grand opening event lasts the entire weekend. There are other celebrities lined up. We've got Michelle Obama, and we've also got Jordan Sparks. Now, you may laugh, but you know what? These people have got connections to Chicago, and they're already on board. They have already agreed to this grand opening event. And you know why? Because Healthy's is unique, and because they promote a healthy lifestyle, and because all three of these people are really, they're foodies, but they're really all about that healthy lifestyle themselves. All right, so there are a lot of reasons why the people of Chicago are going to come to this grand opening event.
All right, so after the grand opening has come and gone, how do we keep the people of Chicago interested in Healthy's? How do we keep them coming back to Healthy's? Well, since we had so many people show up for the grand opening and most of them signed up for the rewards card, Healthy's now emails them a weekly recipe. The recipe features whatever produce is on sale or in season. They also have a monthly recipe contest, and whoever wins the recipe contest gets their recipe featured on that week's email, and they get a $10 gift card. Healthy's also has cooking classes once a week, and at least once a month the cooking class features cooking with children. Children love to cook. And in fact, children love when their parents shop at Healthy's. There's a kids area called the Farmer's Corner. In the Farmer's Corner, there's a pretend chicken and pretend eggs, play vegetables, so the kids can go through, collect the eggs, collect the vegetables, and then go sell them at the pretend farmer's market. They get tokens, and then they can turn in their tokens for a prize. All this while their parents are shopping. At the Farmer's Corner, there will be certified babysitters to watch the children while the parents shop. The children aren't just playing, they're not just being babysat, they're learning. They're learning about sustainability, about local food, and about farming. The Farmer's Corner also has a color sheet. The kids can color and the parents can enter it in a monthly drawing for a green toy that will be donated by the local toy store. There's going to be an event for just about every holiday at Healthy's. At Easter, they're going to have an Easter egg hunt, and the kids can collect the eggs and turn them in for prizes. 4th of July, in that field next to the store, they're going to have a huge fireworks display. Healthy's will be selling natural, homemade ice cream, organic watermelon. They might even bring in some food trucks as well that sell local healthy foods. In the summer, there's going to be a summer movie series. They're going to display a big screen in that same field and show movies at dusk. So while the movie's free, Healthy's will sell a picnic basket. The picnic basket will feature one of their fresh-made deli sandwiches, maybe some organic local fruit. People can buy the picnic basket, go sit in the lawn, watch a movie, and enjoy their picnic. You see, Healthy's is not just offering local food, the coffee bar, the deli, the farmer's corner. More importantly, Healthy's offers a family experience. Healthy's gives you the opportunity to change your life and your children's lives for the better.
first leg of our journey, we were sitting in my grandmother's kitchen. Well, my grandmother actually passed away 2 years ago, but she lived a very long, healthy life. She was 98 when she passed away. My grandmother was the life of the party. She was always laughing, telling stories. She loved to sing, and almost to the very end, she was actually really flirty, and I mean, you know, she was a lot of fun. I can tell you all kinds of stories about my grandmother, but we could contribute a lot of her health and happiness and the quality of her life to the quality of fuel that she put in her body, because she ate the best quality food, that organic stuff that she grew in her own garden. Now, if she were here today, she would remind us of two things. First, always eat the natural organic food if you can, because it's the best tasting. That's what she would say. Now, we all know it's also the healthiest. Now, the second thing that my grandmother would remind us of is that anytime someone new comes in your circle, always welcome them, whether it's a guest in your home or a new neighbor, to always make them feel welcome, just like she welcomed us with a plate of food. I know my grandmother would welcome a store like Healthy's into the community. Now, my grandmother didn't have to do a lot of shopping because she lived on a farm. But you know what she would love about this store? That they're selling the same quality food that she grew, that they support the local farmers. And remember, my grandmother was a farmer. There are a lot of reasons why she would like a store like this. I hope you guys have enjoyed our journey today, and we hope to see you at the grand opening. We've got a few flyers about the grand opening.
Thank you.